Okay, we are recording. Greetings and salutations, all and sundry. My name is Remy, and this is Infernal Glamour, my YouTube channel. To be honest, I don't know what this channel is going to be about. I have some ideas, but I'm just not sure. More or less, this is, I would say, a video diary. I don't know what it's going to turn into. I actually don't even know if anyone's going to see this. The video quality is garbage, as you can see, but I'm basically working with what I have at hand. Don't have enough money to buy expensive video recording equipment, not my main priority. I mean, there's a lot of subjects I enjoy talking about. I enjoy talking about philosophy, the occult, magic, politics, but only to a small degree. I don't want to get into politics too much. I'm a social anarchist, so politics really don't interest me all that much. But yeah, there it is. I'm just going to talk about various things. To be honest, I have no idea if anybody's ever going to view this. I have no idea what this will become in the future, if it becomes anything. But I really just want to make my voice heard. As to the name, Infernal Glamour, I'm not quite sure where I came up with it. The infernal aspect because I consider myself a Luciferian. I'm just coming out right now with that. So the spiritual content on my channel will be mostly from a left-hand path perspective. If that offends anyone, if anyone is even watching this to be offended, I'm not going to say I apologize, because if you are offended, that's your responsibility. I have no control over your emotions. Those belong to you. It is not my responsibility to prevent anyone from being offended. If anything I post offends you, all I can say is just don't watch. I said I wasn't going to talk about politics, and I won't much. Just to get this out of the way, I don't really consider myself very far left or far right, I guess. I guess left-leaning, but not what modern liberalism has become. Um, but I'm not far right either. Uh, I really have no strong opinions of our current president one way or the other. I will say two issues that I feel very strongly about. I have more than two, but these are just some of my top ones. Very much a believer in, let me see if I get this right, okay, LGBTQ rights are very important to me. Myself, I consider myself, as far as my sexuality goes, pansexual, I guess, is the closest to the mark. I do prefer women. I am far more attracted to women, or trans women. I just am more attracted to feminine people in general. But, yeah, so I do sort of fall on that spectrum. Another extremely important issue to me is the First Amendment and religious freedom. I mean, without religious freedom, people like me would be killed. I mean, but it's not just, I don't just believe in religious rights for the left-hand path or Satanism or whatever. I think all religions deserve it. But there are countries in the world where an avowed devil worshipper, which, I mean, technically I am, yes. Term's a little theatric, but that's what I am. And there are countries in the world where I could be burned at the stake, stoned alive, have a wall pulled on top of me, that kind of thing. So yes, I'm very passionate about that. But I believe it applies to everybody. Christians included, Muslims, basically everyone but Scientologists. Sorry, Scientologists. You're terrifying and your religion is completely fake. It's the only one I can say that about. There is a third issue that I wish to speak about that just came to my mind. I feel strongly about issues. Okay, an issue I feel strongly about is rights for people that happen to have a disability. I have a disability. It may not be obvious looking at me, but I have what's called executive dysfunction. I've taken several blows to the head. I don't know which one caused the most brain damage, but essentially the frontal lobe of my brain is somewhat damaged and makes certain things very difficult for me. I struggle following spoken directions. I don't have much of a problem with written directions, but spoken directions. It really is to the point where it is difficult to find a job that I can hold. I am in the process of applying for Social Security benefits. Not really something I'm particularly proud of, but it's basically how I'll survive until I get my college degree, if that even leads to a job, but at least I'll have this to fall back on. I know this is just a bunch of rambling. I mean, I even say in the description for my channel there's going to be a lot of inane rambling. If anyone is even slightly interested, which I doubt they are at this point, I guess I might post bi-weekly, but that really does depend. Because of the aforementioned brain damage, whatever, that I have my disability, I don't have a lot of follow-through. I mean, I know that sounds like an excuse, and maybe it is to a point, but I mean, it is what it is. Not a lot I can do about it. But I do plan on posting more. If anybody happens to be watching, which again I doubt they are, any suggestions would be helpful. I really don't know what my ambitions for this are. I don't plan on becoming like a super popular YouTuber like Markiplier, for instance. No, I don't see that happening. But yeah, I mean, just whatever you'd like to hear about, we can debate politely. I'm not interested in getting into any YouTube flame wars. As I said, I'm a Satanist. If you don't like that, that's fine. Just don't inundate. Please just don't inundate the comment section with. I'm trying to say this in the most diplomatic way I can. Christian bullshit. I respect your right to have your religion, but you're never going to convert me. You're never going to make me see the error of my ways, convince me that I'm hellbound. Honestly, I really don't give a shit if I am or not. So, yeah. And I'm probably going to be saying things that are going to offend both left-wing and right-wing people. I'm all over the spectrum with everything. So again, we can debate civilly, but I'm more interested in rhetorical question. I don't want no arguments where profanities are thrown back and forth. I mean, I just want it to be civil. Again, this is just mostly me talking to myself. It's sort of a journal, but we can. I mean, I'll talk about anything. I have a lot of passions. I have a lot of interests, and I'm always interested in learning more. So, yes. Again, my name is Remy. Channel is Infernal Glamour. Not quite sure what it's going to be about, but stay tuned. Bear with me. The quality is going to be awful. It's mostly going to be ramblings. But, I just want to make my voice heard. So, yes, look for more. But just don't expect a lot of content right away. I'm very shy. This is really hard for me to do in the first place. But, yeah, I kind of want to try being a YouTuber. I don't want fame. I don't want money. It's just sounds interesting to me. So, yes. So hopefully you'll hear back from me in about a week or two. Have a good night.